Kendo Podcast episode 186. In this episode, I want to talk about changing perspectives.
Kendo Podcast by Hiro Mafuji from Kendo-Guide.com. Thank you for listening. This podcast is about Japanese martial arts Kendo for Kendo lovers and supported by Kendo enthusiasts through Patreon.com. Thank you for your support, guys. Please visit Kendo-Guide.com for more Kendo information and how to support Kendo-Guide.com.
Welcome to Kendo Podcast 186. I am driving. This is in the morning, and I've been driving about 1 hour, and probably I'll drive another 2 hours, 20 minutes. So I thought I might as well just quickly record this episode because I didn't want to forget. So maybe it's going to be a short one, but please bear with me. All right, and ever since I trained for my first 7th exam, I had to change my perspectives actually, and I am not living in Japan, so I don't get to have opportunities to learn from high grade holders often, right? So this year I traveled around the US and I asked for teachings from the high grade holders, and every time I see them, they tell me what to do, and what to do as in improve this, improve that, and you have to really absorb it. A lot of people listen, but you really have to absorb it, and then you gotta do it, and then that is the start of your changing your perspectives. You might think, oh, that's not good, I don't think that works, or I don't think that's for me. You might think like that, but until you do it, you never know. This is so true that for everything until you might guess, maybe you're right that it's not for you yet, or it wasn't for you at all. But to find that out, you gotta do it. Until you do it, you will never know. Some people say that is waste of time. Maybe if you are doing business, it would be waste of time. Waste of time means waste of money. But there are necessary I don't want to say failure, but there are necessary loss, and there is necessary loss, and I don't think that there is unnecessary experience, if you know what I mean. So it's everything you do, whatever you do. Oh, he told me this, let's try that. He told me this, let's try that. He told me to change my kamae, right? And it doesn't feel comfortable at all, right? Doesn't feel comfortable, but unless you do it, you never know how effective it is, or you never know, oh, okay, I kind of now know what he means, or oh, I feel like I should be doing this, not this. And then to find that out, you have to go through certain process. This process is, we call, I think, experience. So you start changing your perspectives. Oh, I can now see, this is why I should be doing this. This is why I shouldn't be doing this. But I can see his point. Oh, I see, if I do this, yeah, he's right, I can do that. right? And you might be able to find that out really quickly right after you change something. Or it might take a few years to realize, oh, that's what he meant, So this is the process and experience. I think that is very important in Kendo. It is important to win tournaments, and it is important to pass exams, but it's very important to earn these experience, and then you now know the process. Oh, okay. Now that is life, isn't it? If you think about it, oh, my dad was telling me this, now I know. Oh, my mom was telling me this, now I have kids. I understand what she meant, or what he meant. You just have to, some people don't have to go through the same experience that other people have. That's true too. But if you have experienced what other people have, you can kind of know, oh yeah, I know what your point, I know how you feel. So that is your experiences, and you are changing your perspectives too. So in Kendo, now I have learned many things. I'm not saying I have improved dramatically, but now I can see, oh yeah, I know what they meant, not they as, a bunch of people, but certain sensei, oh, he was telling this, but I don't really understand this part, right? Now, what are you gonna do? You can ask other people, or you can ask this sensei, but I think they have already showed you. Now you have to, make an effort to understand. Oh, maybe that's what I'm sorry about the noise of the wipers. Yeah, there you go. And then you can if you figure something out by yourself, even though they already showed you, but you figure that out. Oh, okay, this is how you do it. You'll never forget. Okay, I think that is learning process, and also you gotta study it. You gotta study what they mean, what they showed you, and then change your perspectives on certain things. Oh, what about this? What about that? By trying these, not only in your head, it's important to think, and then you have to try these, and then, oh, this moment. So that is, I think now, I went to Japan, it was a while ago, but 2 months ago, that was November. No, it's about 1 month. Yeah, it's still 1 month ago. Yeah, 1 month ago, it was it seems like a long time ago. And then probably my body is still in this, mode, Japanese mode. Like I was in Japan, and then I trained, more than I usually do. But I certainly, this experience, the whole year, this whole year of experience, learning from all the senseis, have changed my perspectives, and I think it changed my Kendo too. So, sometimes you have to stop and think and study and change something. You have to keep changing. Of course, you want to change into good Kendo, but sometimes your Kendo will change badly, but it's a process. And then you'll realize, oh, this is not what I'm supposed to do. So what else can I do? So that is a part of process, okay? So I know you want to improve, quickly and you want to see a result quickly, but sometimes the result will come in a few years, or maybe in 10 years. You never know, but keep going at it. Keep changing your perspectives, keep changing your kendo, keep changing your attitudes, and your kendo will finally change, and it will keep changing into your ideal kendo. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next podcast.
I would like to send special thanks to patrons for their constant support through patreons.com/Kendo for Life.